Y'all, men are trash. I literally just found out that this guy I hooked up with like a few times many years ago is now in a relationship.
Okay, I'm just trying to figure out how to find a boyfriend that I like, that also likes me back, that loves Jesus, and doesn't have communication issues.
Any middle-aged man who wants to couple up with me. You know what? I give up. I'm done having high expectations. If you 50, that's fine. You know what? Actually, I want my man decaying. I want my man on his deathbed. Yeah, hit my line.
So we are currently taking future husband applications for my best friend, this gorgeous girl who thinks there are no good men left out there in the world.
Alright, so everybody keeps telling me there's all these wonderful men out there that'll take you on dates and buy you flowers and do sweet things for you. And everywhere I look, there's all these men on TikTok that are talking about how they would love that kind of opportunity with a woman and all of these things. And I don't seem to understand why I can't find them. Can someone point me in the right direction, please? Thank you.
What's good, guys? It's your boy Josten J coming to you with another video. Let's cook, boys. Let's cook. All right. This is why women want men that don't want them in modern dating. So I saw a video the other day, gave me the idea for this topic. You know, you always see these videos around what being a jacked nurse taught me, what being a personal trainer taught me about female nature, about women. And all it pretty much boils down to is women being attracted to men, and then there's a group of men that they're really not attracted to. And the reason why guys put out this content is because they've made a transformation. I keep trying to get this across. Men don't start this way throughout their entire life. No. Men eventually grow into the man they become. And then they start to see it. It's like night and day. It's night and day. And then you actually understand female nature. Some of it is good, but then you also get this thing with you see how fake women are. You see how fake they are. So we're going to be reacting to clips, but I want to talk about this first. You see, women always complain about there's not, enough guys to date out here, but there are. They're just invisible to you. They're just invisible to you. The cashier, invisible. The guy who stocks the shelves, invisible. The guy who makes your coffee at Starbucks, invisible. Your coworker, invisible. Other men that you might walk past or jog past at the park when you're working out, whatever, invisible. The guy at the department store, invisible. Invisible, but then complain about it. Now, let's talk about the fuck boys. The bad boy archetype, the guy who, hurt these women and he's just running amok on these women. Listen, they never explain why this guy has the ability to do what he does. And again, how does a woman get the experience of that guy not having anything to offer past sex? Roll the clip.
Anyone else in their 30s wondering why every person that they meet, it just ends up treating them like shit or pretending like they care about you and want to be with you and that they're your person, and that ends up not being the case. Like, I just feel like there's something wrong with me at this point.
Where are my good men? Where are the good men at? Because we got girls out here that have been putting themselves out there in dating and they're tainted. These men out here, these ratchet men, have been tainting the love of girls, and we need to see the good men. Where are the good, respectful men out there?
See? Never gets addressed. A bunch of complaining, a bunch of shaming, a bunch of insults, a bunch of wondering why does this happen or where are the good guys? But that never gets addressed. Attractive men don't need to settle down at the end of the day. See, and this is the thing. When you become more attractive, you start to see women for what they are. They treat men poorly and then let men do certain things to them that they would never let the other group of men do to them. So why would you need to settle down? When men have had enough sex, I want guys to understand this too. They understand the game perfectly, clearly. Everything is clear and concise. See, The thing with being an attractive guy is, and having some sexual experience with women, is you see everything, and now you have control over your lust. When you have control over your lust, women have no power. They have no control, and you see them more for what they are. Roll the clip.
A lot of men like myself who don't date or get in relationships anymore, mind you, only been in 3. I'm 29 years old, only been in 3 relationships. But they wonder why folks like myself don't date or are interested in dating anymore. Simply because we've dealt with women who are in relationships yet realize that we look good enough for them to cheat. So in other words, a woman would go against her morals and standards and disrespect her relationship simply off the fact that we are attractive. The same guys that they consider it's because they're attractive, those are the same guys that they cheat with. And that is the reason why folks like myself don't seek relationships anymore, because we see what it takes and how easy it is for a woman to cheat.
Men turn cold in 2 ways: being constantly overlooked, whether they put in the work or not. And then the other way is being attractive, being a side guy before. Being a guy that she's dealing with, knowing that she has another guy that's interested in her, even if she's not with him. She's cashing out on him. He's simping. He's doing all this stuff, but she's coming to see you, though. You're breaking her back in while the guy's calling. That's how guys become cold to the game. I'm going to talk about my experience, too, just even interacting with women. You know, when I started rocking a full beard and I first got in shape, remember this one time I got my hair cut. And I'm walking around the corner, and there's a light at the corner. There's a car full of Spanish women. They're bumping reggaeton and shit. And they're whistling at me. And I got the cutoff ABN t-shirt that you see me in, like kind of like a muscle tee. And at that point, this is my profile picture. Just out there walking. They start whistling at me, catcalling me. This has never happened to me before. This is how they are. Women getting in my way while I'm walking and actually moving out of their way. Them making it super obvious getting in my way. Married women at my job, sitting there talking. See, this is where I learned about mate guarding. A woman will just be sitting there, blah, 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 blah. The husband will step in and be like, okay, it's time to go now. Seeing how women double take, triple take look at you. Start conversations with you first. All of it. See, that's why I'm talking about, when I talk about dating apps, it's exactly why I don't really talk negative on them. A bunch of guys talk negative on them. But if there's a certain percentage of guys who win, and I'm not talking negative about it, where do you think I fit in there? So it's not about what this person thinks of me, this person thinks of me. They already told me what they think of me. And I'm not going to be everybody's type. But what I'm saying is, you learn raw female nature when you become more attractive. And you become more cold because you understand that you don't like me for me. You like me for my aesthetic. Now, we can move this to money. If you're a guy with money, you would understand that she doesn't like me. She likes me for the money. When I'm talking about men becoming cold, you become a guy that women want, even if you don't want them like that. So the guys that want women like that really ain't that attractive. Because there's a bunch of guys that want to be with them. But once you level up, you boss up, feel better about yourself, and the proof is in the pudding. It just doesn't work like that. Now, let's add in my sexual experience with women. Dude, I've smashed women that I wasn't particularly crazy about. They were crazy about me. Once you get enough of these reps and you see that women are supposed to like you more than you like them, all of that fantasy nonsense goes out the window. Once again, becoming cold goes out the window. You instantly turn into a guy that women want, and you don't really care like that. Now, guys get stuck on but she looks so good and she's a head turner or whatever. Well, what about you? What about you? Let's talk about putting in the work. You turn heads when you put in the work. It's a fact. Why do you think anybody who blows up on YouTube, we all kind of have the same aesthetic? Why? And the guys that are regular, their audience are just regular guys. But I would assume that my audience is guys that want to become better or that are already cold and they just resonate with what I'm saying. You become colder. Telling you it's the truth. See, when women talk about men that they find unattractive, you see everything clear, especially after you put in the work. But the disrespect, because see, these guys will still work, do all these things in the background, try to shower them with attention. But see, they don't really want these guys. They'll use them for a pick-me-up, for attention, to pay a bill. But they don't really want these guys. That's another thing that makes you cold to the game. You know what? If you don't believe me, roll the clip.
You know the guy that's always in your phone that you don't want and you never see a future with? You might not even find him attractive, but he's always in your DMs hyping you up. And then he gets a girlfriend? And then suddenly you're jealous, but it's not because you want him? What is that?
Y'all, is this weird? Like, once a nigga start caring more in a relationship than me, I don't like him no more. Is that weird? Like, for me to stay interested, I have to care and like you more than you like me. Like I do. Because if not, because why you texting good morning? That's my problem. I like nonchalant ass men, and like.
This is exactly, when you put in the work, this is exactly what makes a man look at himself as like, oh, she ain't nothing. See, when they're calling men sassy out here, oh, he's sassy. He wants me to do this and he wants to be chased. 9 times out of 10, they're talking about a guy who holds himself in high regard. They ain't talking about some regular dude. They're not getting on camera to talk about some regular dude. They're talking about some dude who they had interest in. Once the conversation started flowing, they started putting one and two together, and they're realizing he ain't going. He ain't going. But it makes sense why he's not going. Now we need to get on camera and shame him, knowing damn well that you're attracted to him. He holds himself in high regard. This is why I tell dudes, put in the work. Oh, I don't want to eat that much chicken. Shut up. Put in the work. It's not about what you like. Oh, I don't want to drink that much protein shake. Shut up. It's not about what you like and what you don't like. Eat the unseasoned broccoli. I don't want to do that. Drink 5 Stanley cups of water. I don't want to drink that much. Dudes are always talking that nonsense. But it's for you. It's not for them. But you see that they're checking for you when you put in the work. You don't even want them like that. Look at how they treat unattractive men. You want to be that? It's not for the purpose of getting with them. It's so you look at them and you rather just stay unattractive. Now, that's your prerogative. But what I'm saying is, you see women in a completely different light. You turn into one of the guys that they want, and you don't really want them like that. And let's say you meet a woman that's very beautiful, in shape, looks good. You're just her match. Guys are always out here, she's out of my league. How could that ever be? How? You're a masculine man, you're a leader. You look good, she looks good. Isn't leadership more important than the person who's following the leadership? So now you're an equal when it comes to the looks. How is she out of your league? Doesn't it make sense that you kind of go together? It's crazy how they do you when they view you as somebody that's easy to get to. It's not just the looks, it's the mindset. It's your aura, how you are. They think that, okay, he's easy to get, so I'll keep him here. I don't need to rush things with him. Remember, so she's viewing you as a guy who she's not that sexually attracted to. But that's a byproduct of you acting a certain way. Like I said, bro, you can't be thinking these chicks are out of your league, bro. Put in the work. Put in the work. And a lot of guys don't want to date right now. And even attractive men. See, this is the reason why attractive men are also single. Because they understand the game. See, when your game becomes colder, no longer are you caring about the fairy tale stuff. You're not caring about, she looks good and, oh, if only I had her, it would change my life and I could do this with her and it's going to be nothing. You lead the situation. It's going to be what you say it's going to be. But there are some men, right, that are out there that still want to continue to simp, even if they don't got it like that. But see, at the end of the day, these are men that want the woman and like the woman more than the woman likes them. Roll the clip. But guys, I'm gonna be honest, this is brutal.
I'm staying single till I fucking die. It's too good. It's always too good to be true, bro. We've been talking every single day ever since we seen each other. Like every single day at work. I'm talking to her on my fucking breaks. You feel me? Like I'm talking to her on her breaks. She FaceTiming me like every fucking hour of the day. Like she's like, there's no way nothing's going wrong, right? There's no way, right? When it comes to my life, it's always too good to be true, right? Right? It's just me, right? So boom, today Tuesday, right? Look, it's a perfect time to go on a date because like it's matinees. You feel me? Because movies got, you know, $5 movies. So I'm like, okay, like this is a perfect day to go on a date with Shorty. Let me hit her up and see what the vibe is, right? So I call her. As soon as I call her, she's so excited to hear me, like, and she's like, babe, like I've been waiting for your call all day. She's calling me babe and shit. She's been calling me babe for the past like 3-4 days. We only been talking for like 2 weeks. I thought that whole love at first sight, that, oh my God, I'm about to fucking crash out. Boom, I'm like, hey, the movie started at 12. I'm gonna pick you up at 11:30. Be ready by 11:30. She's like, you don't gotta worry about it, babe. I'm gonna be ready. You feel me? Like, and she doesn't really take long on her makeup anyway. She don't even need makeup because Shorty is fine as fuck. But just to make sure, as soon as I'm done getting ready, I call her just to make sure she's ready. And I'm ready at by like 11:15. You feel me? So I call her at like 11:16, 17, whatever the fuck it was, right? It went straight to voicemail. I'm like, oh, her phone probably dead, right? It's dead, right? But it wasn't like straight to voicemail for real. It rang once and then it hung up. It wasn't no, oh, sorry, thank you for calling. It was thank you for, it was one ring. But you know, I'm not fucking crazy. So I ain't gonna overthink it, right? So I call a second time. It rang twice, straight to voicemail. Yo, I'm like, I'm not stupid. You know, I'm not stupid. It's ringing twice. You know, she probably on the phone with her moms. You feel me? Someone probably died. Who fucking knows? Like, you know, a matinee movie with a nigga you just met 2 weeks ago that you pretty much calling babe. It's not that important. It's not that important. It's not that important. So I wait till like 11:25. Shorty only lived like 10 minutes from me. So like, I wait till 11:25. So I call her again. She answered. I'm like, yo, like, you good? Like, you sure? She was like, oh, my bad. I was in the shower. In the shower? You called me with your makeup full. Your makeup's full. You were in the shower, got out, dried, clothes on, makeup full. You know what? It's all good though. I'm not gonna overthink it because I'm trying to get to this movie before, you know, like, you know, niggas skip out on getting popcorn because, you know, the lines be long for matinees. You feel me? $5 movies. Who the fuck not going to the movies on Tuesdays? If you're not, you're lame as fuck. Save your money. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm sad as hell, but my eyes look crazy. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So I do the dash to her crib, you feel me? And, you know, like in perfect, you know, Belizean fashion, she always looked fine as hell, bro. She had like this black tank, you feel me? Like I don't even know how to fucking call it. A crop tank thing, you feel me? Like perked up though. She had these jeans that were like low-rise jeans. So I seen like her V-line a little bit. I was like, ooh, you feel? But you know what? Let's focus on the task at hand. Shorty fine, but let's focus on the task at hand. As soon as she get in the car, I don't know if it's like my intuition and I'm not fucking crazy. She was acting a little weird and standoffish. She was acting like a little like first date vibes. You know how like girls are on a first date with a guy that they don't really fuck with? I don't deal with that shit because I don't go out with girls that don't fuck with me. So, but you know, like the girls that be like, you know, like, she was acting like that. What the fuck going on, bro? I ain't gonna overthink it because like she's still fine as hell in my car about to go to the movies with me. Midday, broad daylight, everybody can see us. So I'm like, okay, cool, right? So anyways, I'm like, okay, like this shit breezy, right? Like, so we get to the movies and, you know, I'm seeing if she want popcorn, right? Shorty's like giving me hella attitude. Like, it's like a random, I'm catching up on these things. And it's like, I know I'm not fucking crazy. She starts giving me attitude, right? Like, what makes you think I want popcorn? Bitch, what the fuck? You know what? Robert, she's not a B word. Women are not B word. Anyways, I run up popcorn, so I got popcorn. If you don't want some of my popcorn, don't eat my fucking popcorn. Guess what the fuck she did? Ate some of my fucking popcorn. So Shorty, you wanted some fucking popcorn. But anyways, we not gonna worry about that. So while we're in the movie, she's still being like standoffish. You feel me? Like she's still being like, like first date and don't touch me. The fuck are we doing, bro? I've been knocking those doonies down ever since I fucking met you. You let me hit second link. The fuck are you doing? I digress. I'm a respectful guy. I don't really give a fuck. Anyways, The movie going on, you feel me? And honestly, the movie was mid. If you want to go see Black Phone, it's whatever. You feel me? I feel like it's a movie made for fucking teenagers. If you're a grown person, don't go see that fucking movie. So look, the movie ends and you know, your boy hungry. I'm a grown ass man. I gotta eat after a movie. You feel me? No one goes to the movies and don't get food after. You feel me? Especially if you didn't eat before. So I'm like, you wanna go get some food? We right by PF Chang's. You wanna go slide? She's like, of course. Like, I love the lettuce wraps. I know you do. Who the fuck doesn't like PF Chang's lettuce wraps? Let's slide. But as soon as we go to PF Chang's, she goes to the bathroom. I'm like, you feel me? Cool, whatever. Shorty's in the bathroom for like an hour, gang. Shorty's in the bathroom for like an hour. Why the fuck are you in the bathroom for an hour? Honestly, at this point, I'm not even hungry no more. The lettuce wraps did good enough job. Shorty's still in the bathroom. I'm like, all right, waiter, bring the bill. I'm ready to fucking slide. Shorty can fucking walk home. So bro come with the bill. Mind you, bro, Shorty's still in the bathroom. So I'm like, all right, it's none of my business, right? So bro come with the bill. I put my card down. He come back with my card, said declined. I'm like, oh, this day can't get no fucking better. Bill was like $68, but I only had like $50 on my card. But I remembered I did some lawsuit claims on the Pay Me app. They sent the money to my PayPal. So I transferred it over to my card, gave him the card, and I'm still waiting on Shorty to get out the fucking bathroom. All this shit is happening while Shorty's in the fucking bathroom. You can't tell me this isn't divine timing. As soon as I pay the bill, Shorty comes walking out the bathroom like nothing ever happened. You were in the bathroom for an hour and a half. What the fuck you mean? What were you, bro? You didn't even have that much popcorn. Your stomach was fucked up? From what? At this point, I gotta stand up for myself. Like, you feel me? Like, you got me fucked up. I'm like, yo, why was you in the bathroom so long? She had the audacity to give me fucking attitude. You need to mind your business. Stay in your lane. Fuck my lane. My lane? I've been inside of you. In the middle of me pressing her, she's like, she gets a call on her phone. And she was like, oh, I need to go take this. I'm like, no, stand right here. You can take that shit in front of me. Because you not about to no. Your business is my fucking business now. I'm not doing this shit with you. See the name on the iPhone screen, because you know the iPhone screen says the name and a picture. Who the fuck is Desmond? Desmond? That's a nice fucking name though. I ain't gonna. So she tried to walk out and talk to Desmond. I follow her outside to the parking lot, right? I'm like, yo, Desmond, I'm just letting you know, Shorty tripping, bruh. She been fucking with me for the past 2 weeks. I'm like, bro, like, who the fuck is Desmond? Who is Desmond? She hangs up the phone. You really want to know? You really want to know who Desmond is? Hell yeah, I want to know who Desmond is. Shorty looked at me dead in my eyes and said, I'm sorry, but Desmond's my husband. Only my life, right? My shit. So it turns out she's been married for 2 years. Her husband lives in Belize still, where she's from. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. I didn't want to hear anymore. I didn't want no apologies. She started crying and shit with the nigga still on the phone trying to talk to me. You know what I did? I got in my car and now I'm sitting in my car now. And PF Chang's is right there. This shit just fucking happened. I'm about to go home and roll the fattest J I've ever. Stay single, y'all.
This is what you get in exchange for liking a woman more than she likes you. Why not just be a guy that women want that don't really want them like that? See, when you're like this, everything is on your terms. So right now, if you're thinking, I'm not really putting in the work, I don't like where I'm at, get started today. Put in the work. And it's not for the women, it's for you. There's a lot of men, I'm gonna be honest, they stay single because they got something to offer and they're actually attractive. But a lot of guys that stay single, women don't want them anyway. And that's why they're mad. But wouldn't it be better to see women for what they actually are based on how they treat you, not really in a negative way? When you know that women are attracted to you, women want to see what's good with you. Wouldn't it be better that way? Why not put in the work? So this was why women want men that don't want them in modern dating. Hope you guys got a lot out of it. It's your boy Josten J. Get with you boys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe. Let's go, boys. Let's go.
I've learned that my type is boys that don't want me.
And it's fucking aggravating. Like, why the fuck is that my type?